you're looking for an affordable adventure helmet under €200, today we're going to look at protection, we'll look at fit, we'll look at function, we'll look at airflow, we'll look at visor, and we'll see what other options these helmets offer. Okay, so why would you need an adventure helmet as opposed to a standard road helmet? Well, the difference is that the Heritage comes from more of a motocross style helmet, which comes with a peak, and it also comes with a visor that can be lifted up and goggles that can be placed over the top of the helmet in use as well. So the visor itself is intended so that should you be on a rough road somewhere and you've got a buddy in front that's kicking up stones, you simply place your head down and this will stop any stones from deflecting onto your visor. So you'll also find that there's generally a lot more ventilation with an adventure helmet because potentially you're going to be up and down and on and off the bike a lot, whereas on the road it's just going to be all smooth airflow. So when you get hot in an adventure helmet, you want to ensure that you have plenty of ventilation to let air flow through. Okay, so for a start we'll look at the LS2 Pioneer. So this is a modern 22.06, which is currently the highest rated helmet. It also has 3 shell sizes, so it gives you a lot more option for sizing around the head. So this is a KPA. So KPA stands for a kinetic polymer alloy. Essentially it makes it a lot tougher than the standard ABS. It has a lot of strength, flexibility, and has great impact resistance. So inside the shell we have multi-density EPS, which is expanded polystyrene to give you a really comfortable fit. On top of that we have emergency removable cheek pads, so should you be in an accident these can be taken out without the helmet being taken off immediately. When we move to the visor, we have a Pinlock ready visor, which essentially will stop any fogging, and internally we also have a sun visor. In addition, the helmet weighs around 1600 grams, and we have a micrometric chin strap which allows you to adjust any flexibility but also has an easy release system. So the LS2 also comes with an adjustable peak. So basically when you're on road you want your peak down a little bit so that you can achieve road speeds without it lifting your head up, and when you're going at slower speeds and you want a wider field of vision you can raise the visor up a little bit. With regard to venting, we have a vent on the front which is opened and closed from inside. On the top we have 4 different vents, and we also have 2 exhaust vents on the back. Now the one good thing about this helmet is that these vents are also openable and closable, so that should you be out in the rain, you don't want to get a wet head, and there's nothing worse than having water coming in through the top of your helmet. So the LS2, a great feature here is that you can close these vents should it rain or if the conditions are slightly colder than you thought. Okay, next up we have the O'Neill Sierra V23. Now, who's this for? Now, ideally it's for touring and light off-road adventure riders who wish for an integrated visor, Pinlock ready, with a sun visor. So the O'Neill Sierra V23 has a tough ABS anti-impact resistant shell, so it's super tough and hard. It also has a microfiber moisture wicking interior which can also be removed and washed should it get dirty. Sierra V23 comes with a Pinlock ready visor. And essentially the Pinlock ready visor means that there is a small insert that goes on the inside of the visor. There are 2 pins that hold it in place, and it has a small bead of silicone around it which forms a seal on the visor, and it's essentially like double glazing, so it stops the inside of your visor from fogging up. A really handy feature, and this helmet actually comes with the original Pinlock included with the helmet. So in addition to this we have a non-adjustable peak on the front. We also have an internal visor, so we can pull the helmet up, and with a flick of the hand we can use the internal sun visor. So there is also a micrometric adjustable chin strap included on this one, although there are no removable cheek pads. There are 4 vents on the top of the helmet and 2 vents out the back. The helmet also comes with a 22.06 rating, which is the modern standard. It weighs roughly 590 grams plus or minus 50 depending on the shell sizes, and is available from an extra small to a double XL. So if you want a helmet with racing heritage, the O'Neill Sierra V23 is for you. A great on and off road helmet. Okay, so if you're looking for an adventure or touring helmet on a budget, then the Course Drift is for you. It's basically 22.06, the latest modern standard. It comes with an anti-scratch visor, is Pinlock ready, and has an internal visor as well as cutouts for your intercom. With regard to protection, the shell is made from a tough ABS polymer, so it's going to be really good and impact resistance. In addition to this, it also comes with removable cheek pads, just in case you're in an accident and you need to take that out before you take the helmet off. So the helmet also comes with a removable liner. It has a double D ring for super secure attachment. The visor is anti-scratch. It is also Pinlock ready. And on this particular model, there is also an internal visor as well. So you're covered whether it's sunny or not. So for ventilation, the Course Drift has a vent at the front, which is open and closable from outside and inside. It has 4 additional vents, 2 on the front and 2 on the top, and 2 exhaust vents on the back as well. The helmet is certified to 22.06. It's adjustable and also comes in 5 different sizes. So if you're looking for a helmet on a budget for adventuring, then the Course Drift is for you. It comes Pinlock ready, it has an internal visor, it has cutouts for intercom, has 22.06 latest rating. What a great helmet for the money. So now we've talked about all the features of these 3 helmets, let's take them out on the road and give them a test.
Now with regard to the helmet, the helmet feels comfortable on the head. It's a little bit warm at the moment because we're not getting any speed, so there's no airflow really going through there. The visor, the only thing I would say about the visor, and this is one thing that I'm not so keen on, there are no interlocking points. Your visor is basically open or it's closed, and sometimes it's nice to have interlocking points, just so that you can lift the visor up a little bit, and that allows a small amount of air to flow through.
The O'Neill Sierra 2. Now this is one of the budget under €200 helmets. And what's great about this, for the start, the visor, it does stop in different positions. So you have variability, which allows you to put just a little bit of airflow in there if it's getting all a little bit too hot. On this particular model, you also have a sun visor, which is really handy for changeable conditions. Let's say you're going out in the morning, it's still a little foggy or misty, but then all of a sudden you come out and the sun's up, you can just with a flip of the hand get your visor down and stop the sun from blinding you. We also have the peak on the top, which is non-adjustable at this point, but obviously if you're on long motorway runs you could always take that peak off. It also has a micrometric chin adjuster on it, which has a one-hand easy opening system on the helmet. There's plenty of ventilation, and the ventilation comes through the front, the sides and the top, and there are exhaust ports out the back on this particular helmet. Looking for a budget adventure touring helmet? Well, look no further than the Course Drift. A tough polycarbonate ABS shell. We have a visor, which is Pinlock ready and scratch resistant. You have an internal sun visor, and you have vents on the front and on the nose too. All in all, a great helmet for the budget. So if you're looking to adventure on a budget, these sub €200 helmets are great. They conform to the same standards as a €1,000 helmet, which is 22.06, so you know your head's going to be safe. In addition to that, when you're trying your helmet, check the sides guides on the XLMOTO website. When you receive your helmet, wear it with your earplugs in, and for 10 minutes, if you feel there's any pressure points whatsoever, then it's not the helmet for you. You also want to make sure that the helmet's not too loose. The last thing you want is a helmet that's flapping around and moving up and down while you're riding on the bike. So again, just check those size guides on XLMOTO.com. So out of the 3 helmets today, we have the LS2. We have more features than you can throw a stick at. If you're looking for a heritage brand, then the O'Neill is a great helmet for a bit of adventure touring. And finally, if you're touring on a budget, the Course Drift, what a great helmet for the money. Thanks a lot. I'm Jules. We'll see you on the next episode.